So here we are with some more Mobile Suit Gundam, the Witch from Mercury. A little bit of a recap. We saw Suletta's first day at school, and what a wild day it was. You know, this is also her first time at a school ever, since I assume she probably got homeschooled on the planet of Mercury. On her first day here, she ends up in a duel and bagged herself a bride. So that's pretty good on you, Suletta. Also, the other thing that I wanted to make note of was I finally actually wrote out the entire thing on what Suletta had said in what I assume her mom has taught her. She said, if you move forward, whether you win or not, you gain two things: experience and pride, not to mention trust. Which, I mean, isn't that three things? But anyway, Suletta. I think, you know, in terms of the way that, you know, her mom has taught her, I get that as well, but I'm still kind of just thinking about, you know, what her mom had probably experienced and how that has reformed and changed. Not to say change, but, you know, has given her this way of teaching her kid. The other thing that I'm trying to figure out is the dueling committee, like, the student council of the school? We've got to have like a higher up in this ranking system if everybody can just duel each other for money, for status, and even for like engagement status and all of that. You know, I assume that the dueling committee are like the top folks, and you also have to get their permission in order to make a duel. Not, I assume, because since the dueling committees is kind of like, well, the dueling committee has agreed. And also the other thing that I was seeing a little bit more since during my editing with Guel Jeturk was that he's the leader of the dueling committee, so that's what makes me think that, you know, the dueling committee's this higher tier club or whatever that the school has. Anyways, I do have my full-length reactions up on Patreon, which you guys can check out in the description down below. Other than that, let us get started. Ox Earth. We can't just leave it alone. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. All she wants to do is go to Earth. Oh my god! I think we heard the song before. I feel like we heard it in the ending. Did we? It's just that fucking synth vibe. It just sounded very familiar. When you've got cotton candy for your fucking hair, Jesus. Yeah, this sounds very familiar, but it might be from a similar song of this artist. I don't know, I'll figure this out. Oh yeah, super advanced, dog. Oh, they cut out the live stream. They don't want them to see any more of it. I mean, the dueling ended, so like, what? It's already ended, guys! You're a little too late! Oh no, of using a Gundam! Oh no! I mean, I assume Cathedral is still around, right? Of course. Oh, she's doing fine. Yeah. She's doing great. Miorine also piloted as well. She was doing fine. Miners at Mercury. It's the ghost of Ox Earth. Wasn't that old man there during the prologue? Was he the one who was just... Oh. Uh-oh, someone's getting an inquiry. Ha! Cheated for what? So she's not the holder anymore? That's how they caught her. You almost... someone's prize. An Earthian? Oh, she's oh. You know, humans always gotta be racist at some degree, you know? We just split off between Earthians and Spacians. Could she really be a witch? Of course, of course. Alright, Elan, we'll see. We'll see, my guy. Oh, fuck off, dude. Like, Of course he is. Man, first day at school already And gonna scrap her mobile suit too? Whoa! We can't have this. Oh, better do some work. Ha! I'm gonna do other things. Damn, I guess the tomatoes aren't going to be the only one bleeding, huh? It literally destroyed the other guy's mobile suit, come on. Oh my god, these are Spacians? No, leave the trash. Look, we're only 2 episodes in and I already want violence. Then I'll read it for you. Understandable. He's just a messenger. To quit piano? Wow. She goes floating away. You know, I don't know why she reminded me of a certain fortune teller. Ah, she was supposed to meet up at... Okay, that's why she was floating out in space. Ah. Oh, you gotta... Suletta's still around, you know? You gotta... Wait for 30 minutes. The clock is indeed ticking. I swear to Christ, if this is just a kidnap plan. Alright, off she goes to Earth. Well, worthless. Boy got slapped. Yeah, that's right, child. Oh.
Lady Prospera. Nani?
Where's Elan? Elan. Well, you know, those are indeed the eyes of someone who cares. Mm-hmm. But remember, he won't fall in love. He'll never do it. Lady Prospera. Are you a witch? Wow, what a question. Nah. Newly developed drone technology. Oh. Oh, he's the. Oh. Oh. Still a member. Okay. Just tossed him the arm. Magnetic field. Permit? Is that like a mineral? Why is it? Because I said so. I was just thinking. I'm the president. I can say whatever the fuck I want. I've declared that it's a Gundam. Oh. Oh, even though she says she was going to Earth, she's actually came to... Alright. She's come here to pull at your ear. Yeah. Alright, cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, child, you are not of power. I decide, you obey. Oh my god! Oh my god, Dylan! Woo! I need violence. I need violence happening all over the place. That's right. Oh shit! Mm-hmm. Have made market gains. There's nothing left but tears in that tray. Wow. God, you guys are always fucking bumping into each other. Yeah. So you better win, Suletta. You didn't expect this when you came to school, huh, Suletta? Oh my god. Nice, first try. Like I said, always bumping into each other. Oh. I'm just out here writing. So stupidly cool. Like, I like the idea, it looks cool, but when it's actually executed, it looks very stupid. Oh my god! Is that the one that they're trying to bet against on Aereo? The not Gundam? But alright, I'm gonna go write my notes and we will be right back to the center. Okay, so the guy who's the leader of the Grassley defense system, I was thinking like he's the same man as this guy, right? From the prologue, you know, when this person's just out here, you know, just doing a little ha. And he's just over here just all surprised and shit. So like I wonder like was he listening? Was he hearing about what was actually going on at Oxurf? You know, because he's all white, and then the next shot you see is the back of Dylan, and which can only be assumed that that's from his perspective. You know, he's actually staring at the back of Dylan as he hears this news, like, oh my god. So I don't know. You know, maybe we'll see a little bit more of that man. To which, by the way, the fact that we found out that Shadik is the son of the guy who owns the Grassley defense system makes me think that since we've got these three boys that you see in the fucking opening, right? With Guel being the son of being the heir to Jeturk heavy machinery, and Shadik being a part of Grassley defense system, is Elan a part of Peil Technology? If he is, no wonder he says he doesn't want to fall in love. It seems like his whole entire family is just a bunch of fucking freaks. Anyways, we haven't learned that much about Elan or Peil Technology right now, but alright. Alright, so that was episode 2 of Mobile Suit Gundam, the Witch from Mercury. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty nice episode. It's very understandable why the higher-ups were out here pulling strings in order to avoid this match because, well, I mean, Guel is supposed to be the holder, and then here's this new girl who just comes up, and especially from what we've learned from the Earthians, you know, your rank is as good as the company that recommends you, and the company that got that I assume recommended Suletta to come in here for is the Shinsei Development, and they are at the bottom of the ladder in terms of sales and all that. So, you know, this girl who's at the bottom rank ends up getting the title of holder. Of course, Guel's dad isn't going to take that in stride, so he did say that he pulled some strings in order to void this whole match. Although Guel obviously doesn't look happy that it was voided in the first place, you know? I don't know, we'll have to see a little bit more of him. I do wonder if he is the sort of guy who would rather go for a one-on-one match. But from the way that he reacted to that, I do wonder if he was just kind of like, damn, even though I get to hold the position of holder, I still technically lost, you know, that's probably still how he feels. So the fact that he still has the title of holder, I don't know, you know, perhaps it just doesn't feel as good for him. I've completely forgot what I was going. I felt like I went on a tangent. Oh, ranking. Yeah, it's understandable that the higher-ups are treating this like that, and also the fact that, you know, with the idea of the Gundam and the Cathedra agreement that has been placed many years ago, and the fact that they had froze all of the research and development of the gun format, so, you know, for someone to be using something that looks very familiar to the gun format, or familiar to the Gundams, you know, we can't be having this. You're out here trying to break the Cathedra agreement, and we can't have that. Again, what a wild day for Suletta. She's just out here trying to live her life, trying to go to school, and then she got the title of holder for just like a few moments, and then it gets ripped away from her, and then she gets put into custody, and then she was close to being expelled and having her fucking mobile suit scrapped. Sorry, having Ariel scrapped. Holy shit, dude. And we did see just that one scene of Elan coming in to give her some food, and as she's just eating and crying, which understandable, you know, she's been in this place for a while. I don't know if, you know, she had anything to eat yet, but, you know, having a good eat and cry session is always nice. But as she was doing that, we're just looking at Elan, who's just stone-faced the entire time. Did he even blink during that whole entire thing? He was literally just staring at her and just analyzing her like she was a fucking animal or something, as he's just... Anyways, man says he's not going to be he's not gonna fall in love. He's never going to do that. So obviously there's something touchy about that subject for him. And again, if he is the heir of Peil Technology, or at the very least one of the many siblings of people of the families who are owning Peil Technology and all that, again, I can understand why he wouldn't want to fall in love. If those are his family, bunch of freaks. Okay, again, I have not even seen much of them already. So anyways, about that whole thing about racism between Earthians and Spacians. So we got to see just a tiny bit of the treatment that the Earthians get out here in space. Who would have fucking guessed? We can see that obviously those two girls, who I assume were probably Spacians and at a higher rank than them, but mostly they're Spacians, I assume. They were just over here like, hey yo, move, this is our usual table, even though it probably might not. They just really wanted to bully them. I mean, they fucking spat gum on Nika's tray, but it was just nice to see the continuation of the strain between Earthians and Spacians. And I think I already said it during the reaction, you know, humans are always going to find a particular group of people to fucking step on. So understandable. Once Earthians who used to be Earthians, you know, once they've set out in space and then their kids are also born out in space, you know, they're Spacians, and that means that they are better than these Earthians. But can we see more of Chuchu? That's all I'm gonna say. She's out here wild, and she says what she wants, and she does not give a shit about her rank, to which, hell yeah. If there is somebody who I want to throw hands, I want it to be Chuchu. And also Miorine, I'll be honest with you. I want her to just throw hands with her dad. And speaking of Elan, oh my god, dude, that man, he just knows how to pull the primal rage right out of me, but but I also love him at how straightforward he is, and just how like he's over here like, yes, I'm the one who holds the most power out of everyone here. What are you going to do about it? Yeah. Miorine's over here like, what, you think you're a king? That's right, I am a king. Get fucked, daughter. Oh my god, dude. Elan is a national treasure. I love this man. I wrote my notes that says Elan really be out here being the worst father of every year. As Miorine said, he's the one who put this whole dueling thing without letting her know, or even without her consent, to which, you know, in his mind is, well, you're my fucking property, you're my daughter, so what is this need for consent in the first place? I don't give a shit what you want to do. I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna fucking obey. But, yeah, you know, with Miorine saying that, like, she can't even choose her friends, she probably couldn't even attend her mom's funeral, from what she's saying, which is just fucking bonkers, you know? Again, how did this woman even, if she did fall in love with Elan, how? And if she didn't fall in love with Elan, well, we're gonna have some other issues with that. And also, during the whole inquiry with the representative of the Shinsei development, I haven't even started talking about Lady Prospera yet. And we were like, you know, there's always a masked character in Gundam, and I guess she fits the quota. Okay, I didn't want to talk about Lady Prospera yet, but, you know, when she's going and talking about, like, hey, this isn't a Gundam, we're just using a new technology that we're having, drones, you know, the Mercury field wave or whatever, it took away my face and my arm, we've got to have drones out here in order to do the mining for this mineral that starts with a P that I can't remember what it is. Permit? Anyways, she's out here saying that these are drones and not Gundams, and also you don't have enough evidence that it's a Gundam. And then Elan comes in, he's like, this is a Gundam, we're scrapping it. And she's like, why do you think that is? Why do you think it's a Gundam? He's like, because I said so. What a lad this man is. What a fucking lad, dude. His word is law. but it's also a very dangerous thing. Yeah, his word is law, and that means that if he has some company or whatever that he doesn't like, he could literally just say, oh yeah, that's a Gundam, and we're gonna get rid of you because you are breaching the Cathedra agreement, so get fucked. If he could just say, because I said so, and then nobody fucking fights against that, they're all just sitting here like, oh, he said so, so we gotta go and scrap it. Man said he's a king, so... Oh my god. Alright, let's actually talk about Lady Prospera. So I assume that I'm not sure if she's... They say that she's a representative, but I'm not sure if that is... I mean, Dylan was a supervision representative of Cathedra. Anyways, Lady Prospera is out here. She's with the Shinsei Development, who are in Mercury, so I assume that, you know, she knows what's going on with... What the fuck is, what was Aries' mom's name? Elnora! There you go, Jesus. So I assume she knows about Ox Earth and all that, if she was actually... If she was in leadership or whatever, if she, or just the company in general, had given her shelter in Mercury, you know, for them to hide out and all that. So, you know, I assume that she does have that sort of knowledge, and of course that's why she's here to defend Suletta and Ario. And also, before she went to talk in the inquiry, she went to talk with Mr. Jeturk, and damn dude, she really came in here, and he's over here like, what, you came here to ask for me a favor? And she's like, no, you should be asking me for a favor. Oh my god. She really came in here all smiles and trying to get Ariel from being scrapped. I also assume that they probably knew that this was going to happen as well, considering that they sent her to the school knowing that they're going to be wondering about her Gundam and all that. Sorry, her not Gundam, the Ario. But whatever this favor that apparently Jeturk asked her for, if he did end up defending her somewhat, you know, just trying to say like, hey, we don't know if this is actually going to help us with our sales and all that. You know, this could be something that'll boost our sales up again. And maybe we could test it out even more and have another duel, you know? And Lady Prospera was also for that too. Like, maybe we should have a duel to test it all out, you know? She'll give the data to Peil Technology, and so they can take a look at that and see whether it's actually a Gundam or not. And I do wonder if Mr. Jeturk wanted that because he sort of wants a rematch for his son, you know? So then his son can take back his pride, and by his, I mean the dad's pride, not his son. I mean, he's a collateral one, you know? He can get his pride back too, but it's mainly the dad. And from what we saw towards the end with that new mobile suit that they're testing, I assume that they're probably gonna put that one against Ario. And I do wonder if Guel is going to be the one who's piloting it. I don't know. Obviously, we'll just have to see. I don't know what else I was supposed to talk about. I feel like I rambled through things, but I kept on topic for the most part. I mean, the other thing that I wrote, the last thing that I wrote, is that Miorine is taking up Suletta's words, which, you know, understandable. As what Suletta said, you step forward and you gain 2. And that's the 2 things you gain, experience and your pride. And of course, for a girl like her, she definitely needs her pride, because for Miorine, I mean, you know, she definitely needs her pride, especially from being constantly beat down by her dad. This is exactly what she wants. But at the same time, since she moved forward, she's going to gain 2 things, experience and pride, and not to mention trust. I assume that trust is from Suletta, since, you know, Suletta was just about to get expelled anyways, but Miorine came in and changed that course, and now Suletta actually has a chance to fight and not get expelled. Imagine this whole summary about her going to school was just a lie this whole time. She gets expelled in episode 3 and we do something else. I mean, Miorine says she doesn't want to be in school either. She just wants to go to Earth, where her mom was, I assume. She's gonna pack up her tomatoes and she's gonna take them to Earth. But yeah, it's nice to see that Miorine is out here taking a step forward, and of course, even though she really wants to go to Earth, she knows that she can't just abandon Suletta, especially after Suletta essentially saved her from having to marry Guel in the first place, you know, so she's the girl who's just like, oh, it was her fault for participating in something that I didn't want her to do, you know? It's her fault for butting in, but Miorine ends up just helping her out anyways because of fucking course. I haven't even talked about the amount of fucking Yuri bait that was happening in the opening and the ending. Jesus Christ. Well, let's not talk about that or else I'll ramble for even more. So if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.